The third section, I'm going to say compliance. Everybody wants CQC, everybody wants compliance done, everybody wants their HR sorted. I'm going to start with HR compliance. And if you see this button called as My Profile, so if I click on My Profile, this is Jan with her details. And then we have HR recruitment, and we have given probably 29 different things which you might need. Not everything is required for every team member, but you want to start adding this thing. So Jan has started adding a few things around job description, GDC certificate. There are a few things which we are testing and trialing at the moment where every team member uploads things. If Jan goes on some training, then she starts uploading her training in here. And this is a very fresh new feature which we are trying to use at this point. And then there are HR communications and letters and things. So we have given like a laundry list to say, what do you need in your HR section? And it could be at recruitment level, training level, and if any communications happen with the team member, everything comes onto this portal. Imagine the same section exactly as it is, and there is a CQC tab, and that's coming up in the next 2 weeks. And you click on this, and there is a laundry list of 300 items with similar upload buttons, trail buttons, task buttons. And it's our final jigsaw puzzle, which will be in there as a very separate CQC compliance thing. However, at this point, and I'm going to log out of here, the practices who are managing CQC, and let's use CQC in Southampton. We have a separate user login, and it tells me 118 items are pending for our CQC, but it gives me immense pleasure to say Jan has done lots of things already. And I'm going to put a date range, and you will see there are lots of evidences as our CQC laundry list, which Jan has already uploaded, and I'm pretty sure it's more than 100. So if a CQC officer comes, I have all the evidence sitting here as my compliance for the year, and some things are in progress. We are never 100%. So if I'm going to say the word audit, any audits which Jan has done should come up on this list straight away. So Jan has completed 7 audits: reception audit, complaints audit, clinical waste audit, hand hygiene, NHS return complaints, waste agreements. So we are cruising along nicely. But in the new world, in 2 weeks' time, you don't need to do a separate thing. You will have a portal looking exactly like My Profile, where you will have the tab and you will have the 300 things to do for your CQC. Very simple, very easy to understand. And all the training of how to do the CQC compliance will be sitting in resources. So I'm just going to pick up something. So if you say there is a link here, same way, just like jobs for CQC, you will have a folder like this where you have all the things you need to do your CQC. So that last plugin will go live in 2 weeks. But at the moment, there are other alternatives to do your CQC. Now you say, Manish, if a CQC officer comes and I want to produce my evidence, where do I look? And in the compliance section, we say, go to evidence. And you just click on the jobs section, and anything and everything which Dental Concept Southampton is doing flags up on this portal. So I can say hand on heart, my practices are doing really, really well, because you come in and say, did they do caching up? Yes. Did they do the autoclave test? Yes. Medical emergencies? Yes. Oxygen level checks, AED unit, safety cross sheet, first aid kit, fridge temperature, bathroom facilities. Just not CQC, but more than that can be evidenced. And I can sit here on this portal and say, okay, let me look at how much money did we make in Southampton. Okay. So I have a caching up report straight away, and the caching up report tells me exactly what is going on. So just managing patient confidentiality, I've just pulled it away. But in here, I can see who paid, how much, what was the total collection, and we can obviously see things in here. Okay, so the third section, recapping again, clarity about team roles, jobs, who is doing what, have they done it or not, is clarity. Control is about actually monitoring performance, managing performance, giving help to our team members so they are on the mission like us. And compliance is where you can do your HR, CQC, and most importantly, manage the evidence. So if you see on the screen, if I say the CQC officer says, show me medical emergency drug checklist, I just put the word medical, and anything and everything related to medical emergency drug kit, date-wise, stamped, time-wise, is on this portal. So for several days, I can show them medical emergency checklist being done, and it's recorded as a JPEG, which means nurses can just take a photograph with the iPad provided or their own phone if they have logged in through their own, and actually capture the evidence and put it onto the system. So you have day-to-day compliance being done, and nobody forgets, because before they go home, they need to look at it basically. I was working with one of our senior treatment coordinators on Saturday, and she finished work, and she's not a regular nurse. Her name is Nikki. And at the end of the day, she was clicking on to DenTTrack, cleaning it off and saying, done, done, done. And I said to her, is DenTTrack helping? Because you're not a dental nurse. And she says, yes, very well helping, because today there was a job which I would have completely missed if DenTTrack was not in front of me. And if I wouldn't have done the job, I would have compromised the nursing team on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. So she said, I worked in the industry for 25 years. I can tell you hand on heart that this works because I have been helpful to my team for Monday, because I'm ad hoc nursing. I did it on Saturday, and at 6 o'clock on Saturday, I realized because of DenTTrack that this particular job, if not done, my team is going to be really upset on Monday morning because I have messed it up and I didn't follow the systems. So it was an evidence from a very senior person to say, this works, and I know everything because I've been in the industry for 25 years, but memory can fail, but system is here to sail, as they say, and the system worked. And the whole clarity section is very, very important. So evidence is here, which gives you